There's breaking news out of Dallas that's sending shockwaves through Cowboys Nation, and it's one that fans never saw coming. Reports are coming in fast and furious, and after multiple confirmations, the speculation has turned into reality. Javonte Williams, the powerhouse running back many believed would play a major role in the Cowboys' revamped offense, is officially on his way out of Dallas. Yes, you heard that right. Javonte Williams is leaving the Cowboys, and the implications are massive. Not only does this move come as a total surprise to fans, but it also changes the outlook of Dallas's entire offensive game plan heading into the new season. People are asking what went wrong, how it happened, and, more importantly, what's next for the Cowboys' backfield. To understand the magnitude of this exit, we need to rewind just a bit. Javonte Williams was brought in with high expectations. The Cowboys' front office, including Jerry Jones himself, saw Williams as a tough, dynamic runner who could complement the existing offensive weapons, take pressure off quarterback Dak Prescott, and be a focal point in short yardage and red zone situations. After his injury, setbacks in Denver, Javonte had something to prove, and Dallas seemed like the perfect stage for a career resurgence. The fan base was buzzing, the analysts were on board, and training camp reports painted Williams as a rejuvenated force ready to deliver impact snaps every Sunday. But now, just as quickly as the story began, it's coming to an abrupt and unexpected end. Sources close to the situation have confirmed that Williams and the Cowboys have mutually agreed to part ways. The reasons behind this decision are still unfolding, but insiders are pointing to a combination of contract complications, playbook alignment issues, and an emerging preference from the coaching staff to go with a different backfield strategy. While Javonte's talent was never in question, there were growing whispers that he wasn't fitting into the new offensive scheme as smoothly as hoped. The decision to part ways, however, wasn't made lightly. Behind the scenes, negotiations had become strained. Williams' representatives reportedly sought certain performance incentives and long-term guarantees that the Cowboys were hesitant to provide. On the other side, team officials had growing confidence in younger backs like Rico Dowdle and Deuce Vaughn, both of whom had standout moments during minicamp sessions. The coaching staff also began favoring a more versatile, speed-oriented backfield that may not have aligned perfectly with Javonte's bruising between the tackles style. Still, none of that prepared fans for this sudden departure. The official statement from the Cowboys organization was respectful but short. It thanked Javonte Williams for his contributions and wished him well in future opportunities. Williams, for his part, released a brief social media post expressing gratitude for his time in Dallas, shouting out teammates and coaches, and leaving the door open for what he called the next chapter. The post was met with a flood of comments from Cowboys fans, some expressing shock, others disappointment, but nearly all wishing him success. The move clearly struck a nerve. Many analysts are now examining what this means for the Cowboys' offense. Williams was expected to be a key part of Dallas's strategy to rebuild its run game after a lackluster ground attack last season. He was seen as a potential thunder to Tony Pollard's lightning before Pollard left the team himself. The initial vision was to pair Javonte with a committee that could control the clock and open up the play-action game. Now that vision is shifting dramatically. It raises questions not just about the running back room, but about the overall identity of this offense. For head coach Mike McCarthy and new offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer, this exit puts added pressure on figuring out who can fill that power role. With Javonte out, all eyes now turn to the current roster and whether a new signing or trade could be on the horizon. Names like Ezekiel Elliott have even resurfaced in fan circles, though team insiders say a reunion is still unlikely. There are also free agents like Leonard Fournette and Kareem Hunt, who could be brought in for depth, but as of now, there's been no official movement in that direction. The front office will also have to answer tough questions. This move, sudden as it is, adds another twist to an off-season already filled with speculation about Dallas's strategy. They've made some bold moves, passed on others, and now this surprise exit throws more uncertainty into the mix. Jerry Jones has always played the long game when it comes to building a contender, but fans are growing restless and calling for more transparency. Javonte was one of the more notable off-season additions, and losing him before the regular season even begins feels like a step backward to many. For Javonte Williams, the future remains open. Despite his injury history, he's still seen as a high upside talent with the potential to contribute meaningfully to another NFL team. Already, rumors are swirling about interest from teams like the Baltimore Ravens and New England Patriots, both of whom could use a physical back to round out their rotations. Williams' agents are reportedly fielding calls, and a deal could materialize quickly given his experience and still considerable skill set. For now, his chapter with the Cowboys has closed, but his NFL journey is far from over. Meanwhile, in Dallas, the coaching staff is regrouping. The Cowboys must now evaluate their existing depth chart and decide whether they believe in the internal options or need to make a move. Training camp and preseason will now carry even more weight for backs like Dowdle, Vaughn, and undrafted rookies trying to carve out roles. The sudden exit of a high-profile back creates opportunity, but also immense pressure. The team's ability to pivot quickly and maintain offensive balance will be critical in determining whether they can contend in a competitive NC this season. Cowboys fans are left processing the news. For many, this felt like a golden opportunity lost. Williams was more than just a name. He represented a shift toward toughness, a reminder of the kind of physical football the Cowboys once thrived on. His exit, abrupt as it is, serves as another reminder of just how unpredictable the NFL can be. Plans change. Rosters evolve. And in the blink of an eye, a key piece can be gone. As the dust settles, one thing is clear: the 2025 Dallas Cowboys season just got a whole lot more intriguing. Questions about the backfield are now front and center. Fans want to know who's next. The coaching staff is under a microscope, and the front office will need to show that it can adapt, adjust, and still deliver a winning product on the field. Javonte Williams may be gone, but the expectations in Dallas remain sky high. And in the world of the NFL, the story is always still being written. Whether this move ultimately helps or hurts the team will only be answered on the field. But for now, it's a moment of transition, a bold, unexpected turn in what was already shaping up to be a pivotal season. Stay tuned, Cowboys Nation. The road ahead just got a little more uncertain, but also a lot more interesting. And as always, we'll be here with the latest updates as the story unfolds.